Hey, what is up, everybody? Brotrio here, and today we're going to be doing our final Nintendo home console top 10 with the Wii U. Now, the Wii U's life officially ended about 8 months ago, and it was a relatively good system, I thought. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it got a lot of hate, which it was relatively well deserved to an extent. But the Wii U also introduced a lot of really cool features and stuff, like Miiverse and Amiibo, and it had some solid games on it. So here are our top 10 games for the Wii U. As with all of our lists, we limit our picks to only 2 entries per franchise. We do not include remasters or ports because they already had their time. However, remakes are fair game. DLC will be discussed if available, but will not influence slot placement. Also, if we have not played a game, we can't evaluate it fairly, so if we left out your favorite game, that's probably why. Now, the first game on our list is one that was heavily anticipated. A lot of people thought it was going to launch with the system, but to everyone's great dismay, it came out much later than they had hoped. But Pikmin 3 was a solid game for the Wii U, if there ever was one. This game looked beautiful. It really pushed the fact that this was an actual HD capable console. And, I mean, it was just incredible. This Pikmin, you get winged Pikmin, you get rock Pikmin. Sadly, we lost the purple and white Pikmin, but you get 3 characters to control, and God, this game was great. Has some of the best boss fights in gaming history, and Pikmin puzzle solving just never gets old to me. It was always really fresh and really fun, and just gathering up fruit to drink was hilarious.
Citrus lump.
Yeah, their names were hilarious, and it was just an all-around fun game. The multiplayer was kind of shoddy, like it wasn't the best ever, but the single-player campaign was really good. It was a little on the shorter end, but I mean, it's Pikmin. It's never been a very long game. And I mean, for a game that was based on gardening, this is easily one of the more violent games to play on the Wii U. Watching 100 Pikmin just murder a Bulborb in 1 second just never gets old.
It seems like pack-in games are a dying breed these days. But while it wasn't the big revolution Wii Sports was, Nintendo Land was really fun.
Yeah,
I mean, only 2 or 3 of the mini games were really all that fun, but we had a blast with the one where Mario Chase.
That was the best one.
That is the best one, and the Luigi's Mansion one was also really fun, and of course the Metroid one was fun. I like the Animal Crossing one too.
The Animal Crossing one was fun. The Zelda one was pretty fun, and I even liked the single player Donkey Kong one because it really showcased the gyroscope controls for the Wii U gamepad.
Yeah, the Animal Crossing one was weird because of when you were the tablet, you controlled 2 characters at the same time, and it really could give you a headache trying to catch people.
But that game showcased the tablet the best out of any game on the system.
Yeah.
It's just one person being the ghost in Luigi's Mansion, for instance, was almost omnipotent, and they couldn't be seen and all that. Same with Mario Run. It was great fun, and a lot of people hated on it, but I thought that game was really fun, and we've had quite a few hours playing it.
It's pretty rare for a spin-off game to feel like a completely different property, but Captain Toad did that.
Oh, man.
Like, the puzzles were great. It did not feel like a Mario game, probably because you couldn't jump.
Yeah,
but
pretty much the sole reason.
Like, it was so charming, and the graphics were great. A lot of good boss fights.
Yeah, they really were. Like Captain Toad taking the tiny levels from Super Mario 3D World and just stretching it into its own game was a really good decision by Nintendo, because Captain Toad it's just such a fun game to play. Like, it's just, Captain Toad. He's adorable and hilarious.
Yeah, those were the most unexpectedly fun parts of Super Mario 3D World, and I'm really glad he got the spin-off treatment.
And I got really lucky with that game because I combined a bunch of coupons together and got it for $5 brand new, so that was just awesome.
And easily one of my personal favorite games on the Wii U, and it has the most delicious sounding title, is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I mean, it sounds like a daiquiri or snow cone type drink. But Tropical Freeze caught me so off guard. I didn't even know it was in production, and then they just came out with this trailer, and it's epic. Just Donkey Kong, his home gets invaded by the Snowmads, which are just a bunch of like Viking penguins and walrus, and they just wreak havoc and steal his bananas, and then he of course gets pissed and goes and fights them, and it's just some of the best platforming you could ever imagine. It's easily, in my opinion, the second best Donkey Kong Country game.
They added Dixie and Cranky, so that's always good.
Cranky channels his inner Scrooge McDuck and is just pogoing on everybody.
Yeah.
Dixie is, I mean, she's not as ridiculous as she was in Donkey Kong Country 2, but she's still pretty ridiculous. And Donkey's back, Diddy's back. It's just a great, fun game, and had some of the most challenging bonus levels you could think of. Plus, David Wise came back as the composer with some of the best music on the Wii U, easily.
Creating your own Mario levels is something that most people only dreamed would ever happen. And then Nintendo let that dream happen with Super Mario Maker.
Oh, man.
They gave you just literally the tools to do anything you wanted to. You can make flying Goombas, flying piranha plants,
anything.
Anything.
You can do it.
You could have Lakitus throwing out Podoboos, and
I mean, the fact that also that you have 3 different skins for classic Mario, Super Mario World, and New Super Mario Brothers was just a really great touch.
And you didn't have to choose those at the beginning. You can switch in between and see which style you like better. It was one of my favorite features. Yeah,
that was really cool that you didn't have to just scrap it if you were like, oh man, this would look better in Super Mario World.
It had some of those challenge maps you could do to unlock the specific 8-bit costumes.
Yeah.
And some of the best use of the gamepad. Unfortunately, one of the few games that used the gamepad really at all.
Yeah. And some of the levels people made were just cruel.
Very cruel.
Yeah. That's the only way to describe it. It's just brutal.
Now, it is just an amazing game if an indie game makes it into the top 5 of any top 10, but Shovel Knight on the Wii U, oh my god.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight is easily one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. It's so fun. It just kicks it right back into retro Mega Man, Castlevania type action, and you just, you get your shovel and you just go at it.
Yeah.
You got some of the best music, awesome visuals, amazing, just outstandingly good bosses.
Yeah.
And the level design was really cool. There were a lot of cool gameplay elements, like the vomiting rainbow bird things.
Yeah, that was fun. Just quirky, hilarious characters. And great weapons that you could find.
Yeah. And everybody's a knight, just different kinds.
Yeah. That
was King Knight was hilarious with his confetti and.
My only complaint about Shovel Knight is that he did not make it into Smash Brothers, even though he seems to be tailor-made for it. So hopefully in the future, Shovel Knight will come into Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Not since Super Mario Bros. 2 have we seen these 4 characters playable. But Super Mario 3D World brought fantastic 4-player co-op to a 3D Mario platformer.
And it worked incredibly well.
Yes.
Introduced a lot of cool new power-ups like the cat bell. The cat suit was just so much fun.
I thought I was going to hate the cat suit, but I ended up loving it. And all 4 characters, except for Mario, have their own special skill. Mario's just not bad at anything.
Yeah.
Which I like that too. But Toad's the fastest, but he's not a very good jumper.
Luigi has vertical leap, but not horizontal. Peach can float.
Yeah.
And Rosalina has a base level attack and extra jump.
I don't think Rosalina has a flaw, but she's the 5th character. You don't unlock her till later. But man, the level design was fantastic. I thought the music was mostly good, but kind of generic. But overall, just fantastic game. It was like, I didn't expect all that much after 3D Land and New Super Mario Bros., but it ended up exceeding all expectations that I had.
Some of the most fun that we had on the Wii U was with Mario Kart 8.
Easily.
Yeah.
Such a great game, smooth controls, great tracks like the Electrodome with the Koopa rave in the background. And
another iteration of Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Like, I despised Mario Kart Wii. I thought that game was garbage, and this brought my love for Mario Kart back. With the Mario Kart 8 was just fun.
I mean, it was just amazing. Like, there's so many great original tracks, and it brought back some of the best tracks from past Mario games. And, I mean, the fact that there's, like, what is it, like 4 Rainbow Roads in it with the DLC like now?
Yeah, there's a lot of Rainbow Roads and Links.
Yeah, speaking of DLC, they let Link get on his bike and join the race.
Yeah,
so
he has one of
they
those.
added in Link, they added in Animal Crossing, and F-Zero tracks.
Yeah, at least F-Zero's got something.
The Mario Kart games are always a lot of fun, and this is definitely one of the best ones that they've made so far.
And possibly the most hyped up Wii U games before release was Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I mean, this game had an entire 3DS version to hype up people for the Wii U. And I mean, it brought it in droves. Like, this game was incredible. It took out slipping from Brawl.
Finally.
Yeah.
Pretty much every complaint people had about Brawl was out of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Not to mention, it added in a lot of characters, sadly. It took out Aaron's favorite, almost all Aaron's favorite characters.
They took out half my roster.
But, I mean, it added Little Mac and just, tons of great characters.
The super fighting robot.
Mega Man.
They threw Mega Man in, they gave me back Dr. Mario.
And Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt is amazing.
I despise Duck Hunt, but... And we haven't even got into the DLC characters yet. They brought in Cloud freaking Strife. They brought in Ryu. They brought Roy back. Roy's our boy.
Roy.
And he is back.
And Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
Nobody was as big a shock as Cloud, though.
No.
Cloud came straight out of left field, but Smash for Wii U is just incredible. Not to mention, you can play with 8 players at once, and it's the most hectic time you've ever had. Plus, I mean, they know what they're doing. The game came with a GameCube adapter for the Wii U.
They know.
So you can play with the controller that was... You can't play Smash without a GameCube controller. It just feels wrong.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Like, the tablet was okay as an option, but that was it. Like, GameCube or nothing.
And this game kicked ass and melted faces, and it's never made it more fun to beat up your friends.
One of the longest development cycles for a game in recent memory is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I believe they announced it in 2013, maybe early 14, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it met almost every expectation that anyone had for it.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, the world is so vast, and you can do so much in it. It's such an amazing game. I mean, Breath of the Wild took way too long to come out because it was announced relatively somewhat midlife of the Wii U and came out literally at its end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it was so delayed, it just got ported over to Switch, which is why it's on the Wii U list, because it's really a Wii U game.
But it is so good. It is the funnest combat, I think, in any Zelda game. Definitely the largest world in any Zelda by far.
I mean, half the time I got lost because I would just get like, oh, I'm going to climb this mountain.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's over there?
I'm going to go kill this thing, and then I'd totally forget what I was doing.
So, Nintendo took the open world genre and made it their own, and I never had more fun exploring. I never felt like I was grinding. I never felt like I didn't want to do anything. Like, I never felt like putting the game down, basically.
That was the worst part, is getting lost in it.
Until I basically 100% of the game, except for the Koroxes, because that's ridiculous. Well, Breath of the Wild was a breath of fresh air for the Zelda franchise and for Nintendo in general. And it lives up to the legend.
Hey, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Why don't you hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps us grow the channel. And don't forget to ring that bell to join our notification squad. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I put the links in the description just to make it easier for you to get to. And we will catch you next time for the next video from the Bro Trio.